taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Demon Deacons will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia Tech's offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guy. Relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's King. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were...
Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. To throw, it's King. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
7, Wake Forest, 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Wake Forest offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw, it's King. He wants to take the top off. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And at this point on the field, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. This is a designed run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Georgia Tech, 14. Wake Forest, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dixon.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He'll pull it down, and some room to work. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Got his man on the right. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's King. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Headed outside for the line, it's Dixon. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's King. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Wake Forest, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback keeps it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Back to throw, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
26.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. They want to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Dumps it to the back. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's King. Now rolling to the left. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Hauls it in. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Dixon. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
It's a big stride inside the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Quarterback may change this route.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Running into the open space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a...
Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Demon Deacons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. A 1st down run in the red zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown! Wait! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back on the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Back to pass, it's King. He'll try to do it himself. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Steps away. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football, and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Quarterback making checks. Using his feet. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock it.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to... And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Demon Deacons line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. A field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Snagged out of the air. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Demon Deacons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
It's complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. Big fella moving. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Wake Forest! And the comeback is on! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add to it. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They want that clock to run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's King. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Yellow Jackets back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You could see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
The give from the gun. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled.